Hello my friends, welcome to a new lesson. Really excited to share this with you, right? Because we're going to be looking at some blues today. And, you know, if you find yourself in that beginner phase where you are just stuck to the same chords, the same strumming patterns, the same songs, and it's getting a little bit tedious, I know exactly what that feels like. I remember being at that spot as well. And I remember the first blues lesson that I had, and it changed my life. And it brought me down a rabbit hole, like many others, of self-discovery. And that is what led me on to all the cool things with guitar. Because what I realised is that picking up the guitar and playing something that is in your head, that you've got from memory, that you've essentially copied from somewhere else, feels completely different to when you can pick up the guitar and just play. Alright, just mess around with it. And that all starts by learning the blues. You know, as a beginner, you're thinking, where do I start with all that? You start with the blues. That's where all this stuff stems from. You know, so today we're going to look at a cool blues piece that you can kind of mish and mash and make your own. But this should hopefully get you the bug that gets you down that same rabbit hole of self-discovery that I went on. This is a lot of fun to play as well. I guarantee you this. You'll be playing this forever. So we only have 4 chords. Okay, we've got an E, an A, a D, and a B7. Okay, they are all the chords we need. E, A, D, B7. We're not getting into bluesy chords right now. Now, if you do want to go really down the rabbit hole with blues, then I've got a masterclass happening on Monday, a week today. And it's a live class, it's a live Zoom call. It's a few hours. You know, you join me live. It's a classroom. There's a lot of interaction. You can ask questions and stuff like that. And I'm going to go through everything from the 12-bar blues, blues chords, the blues scale, improvisation, all of that. And we're going to have a really good time. So if you want to join me, that's next Monday. Check the link in the description. Either way, just enjoy this lesson. All right. So we've got an E, an A, and an E. That's the first thing. E. And then we're going to throw in a little lick. Now, we're going to keep it really simple with this progression. We're just going to use one lick through the whole thing. My favourite lick. Alright. Let me just go over that very quickly. So you take your middle finger on the G string. You slide up. Just a straight slide, not a 2 to 4. 3 with your index finger on the B. Then back with your middle finger from 4 to 2. Then open. And then 2 open on the D. Alright, now just build the muscle memory for that first, right? The quicker you do that, then the quicker you'll be able to flow from your chords into the lick, right? That's going to be the hardest thing, going from a chord to a lick. But if you just practice, like that, even when you're just sitting watching the TV, right? It's all about muscle memory. That's all it is. Okay, so let's try that. An E, an A, and an E. E. And the strumming pattern is just down, down, up, and then into the A, down, down, up, and then into the E. Don't worry if your fingers come off the chords. Still sounds fine, right? And then when you come down the stab, that's the lick. Okay? So we do that twice, and then we go A, a D, and an A with the same strumming pattern. A, and a D, and an A, lick. And then back to E. Alright, so before we fire into the B7, where we're going to do something a little bit different, we are going to just have a little recap, right? So E, A, E, E, A, E. B7. Alright, so that there, I just used the same shape. Now in that B7, I've got 2, 1, 2 from the A string. I'm not fretting anything in the higher strings. I just like to play like that. Down, down, up. Then we move up 1 fret. Then back, right? Same strumming part. Then E, A, and E. Oh yeah, and then E, and A, N, and E. And then I do this kind of thing. Down, up, down. And then an upstroke on the B7. You don't need to do it like that, but I think it sounds pretty cool. Sorry, Alright, so let's have a wee look at all that put together with the licking, right? There you go, nice and fun. Now, if you want to learn more licks, more different things to do with that, we've got to look at bluesy chords, really how to improvise with the scale, so you can do so much more cool things, and really go down that path then. Join me next Monday, links in the description. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next lesson. If you liked it, like it, and if you're new, then subscribe, and you get stuff like this every week. Alright guys, see you soon, and thank you for watching.